Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back again with another edition of Felons Talk. And today we have with us Bobby Castillo coming to you live and in Technicolor from Francais, from the country of France. And where do you live, bro? You live up by like Switzerland?
Yeah, I live right at the border. Well, about 20 minutes from the border by Geneva.
Geneva, Switzerland. Man,
Geneva, Switzerland. That's where the United Nations Human Rights Council is at.
really?
It's where I met my wife at the United Nations.
Bob, okay, we're going to start from the beginning because we got a lot to cover here, man. Might not even be able to do it in one day. Anyway, Bobby, I've known you for what, almost 50 years. We were in control unit in Marion together back in 79, 78 or 79. What year did you get there?
Right, I got there about 4 days before Steamboat got killed.
Oh, you were there. Yeah, oh, yeah. That was.
Yeah, I just got there. Remember, I was placed and Cologne, I was their witness at their trial.
Oh, was you?
Trying to get self-defense. Yeah, see, when I got there, check it out, man. When I got drove up, Steamboat came to my cell wearing a jock strap, and he pulled his shit back and was flopping his thing at me, and I just looked dead in the eye, man, and so like Barry was already upstairs, and Willie Bobo was
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
Up on C range.
Yeah, they were up on C range. I'm on A range, and like South 4. I'm right there in the front, right in front of the weight pile. Where the weights
Universal,
the
yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
Anyway, they knew my reaction, and they already had got word that I had only got an 8-year consecutive concurrent sentence with my bank robbery sentence, and that I was going home in a couple of years.
Right.
Clay come to me and he said, "Hey, be cool. Don't worry about that, dude. It's taken care of."
Right.
So I thought I said Barry and Willie told us to watch out for you, and I didn't say nothing because I don't know the dude. I don't know if he's gonna, what's up. I'm not gonna respond to him. All I knew was if I ever got a chance, Steamboat, I would take care of.
He was actually a coward, dude. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He was actually a coward. He would try you because you're a short guy, you're not real tall, so he probably thought you were, yeah. But he would try it. He would try. He tried people all the time. He got stabbed.
I already heard. Hey, it was really, on the way, me and Sappo, we traveled the whole route together. First, we started off from Lompoc.
Right.
Then they sent us to Terminal Island. From Terminal Island, they sent us to Tuna, Texas. Then to El Reno, Oklahoma. Leavenworth, Kansas. Terre Haute. And we got to Terre Haute. They said our paperwork wasn't right because they sent us all the way back to Lompoc.
Why?
Then from Lompoc, they sent us to Clark County jail in Las Vegas. They didn't send us, man, check this out. They sent us to a jail in Utah. And when we got to Utah, the whole streets was lined with the citizens with guns, shotguns and rifles.
Why?
Because they knew prisoners was arriving. And so they got us into the jail, and they kept me in Sappo. We stayed together the whole trip. They put us in the same cell, and they brought this youngster in the cell right across from us. The kid looked like 17, 18 years old, man. And he's crying. And I felt bad for the youngster. I said, "What's up, man? You okay?" And he says, "I just got the death penalty."
Who was it?
Me and Sappo looked at us and said, "Man, said, how'd you get the death penalty? He said, my lawyer, he says, I stole the car in Indiana or something, and I was coming through Utah, and there was a roadblock, and I had a gun, and they were shooting me because I ran the roadblock. He says, I just ducked and took the gun and just shot, and I hit a cop, and the cop died.
Oh shit! Oh my
my
god!
My lawyer told me if I pled guilty, I wouldn't get the death penalty, and the judge didn't accept it, and they just gave me the death penalty. So
Wow.
you know, then they brought a whole bunch of immigrants, about 40 of them. They said, yeah, they keep them in the back so nobody sees where they keep the immigrants. He says, but every month they will arrest all the immigrants. He says, they arrest them on payday.
Why? So they could take, so they could steal their fucking money?
Yeah. Yeah, the sheriff, his brother owns a farm, and so they would just turn him in, arrest him, and the guy gets free labor. And then the immigration bus comes and takes him away, and they deport him back to Mexico.
Wow.
So then,
you got a fucking
so then they took us to, oh yeah, it's fucked up, man. And so then they took us to Loveland, Kansas. And when we were going to Loveland, Kansas, it was a tornado.
Yeah, they got a lot of them out there.
Hey, the marshal didn't know what to do. You know, go back or forward, and then and, you know, it was getting. You can feel the band shake, and then the tornado just changed course, and thought, holy shit! So they got me. They got us to Leavenworth. There they put, no. We went to a jail in Denver, Colorado. And then see, there was also a black guy with us, you know, that left Lompoc. That black guy, I remember his name, but we were watching the football game, and it was the Oakland Raiders. And it shows Tommy Flores. Tommy Flores used to be the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, and he was the coach for the Oakland Raiders. And he's my cousin. He's my mom's first cousin.
Okay.
He's my cousin, so I say something, and he told me, "Oh, you're full of shit." I knocked him out. You know, I didn't, just like that. Pow. I didn't argue with him or nothing. I don't argue, you know.
Yeah.
You know, waste time with all that fucking bullshit. So anyway, I knocked him out, and I mean, he went under the table, and it was chow time, so I go to chow, and you know, let us go to chow, and the guy wakes up somewhere, and he comes in the chow hall. I don't see him, and he comes and he hits me in the head with a tray. So, you know, we duked it out, and I knocked him out again. And so anyway, they get me, and they separate us. At that time, I'm in the central monitoring system. Remember how they had central monitoring?
Yeah. Who was you separating?
And so, oh yeah, they knew everywhere, you know, from Washington, D.C., where I was at.
Right.
Change cells, any of that.
Okay.
And who to keep away from it, you know. And so from there we could go to Loveland, Kansas, and he's separated from me. He's not in the same marshal band with me and Sappo.
The black guy.
So then
the black guy.
Yeah. Just 1 second. I gotta call my
take
daughter.
your time.
Just gotta keep on.
Hey man.
He raped the nurse in Lompoc. So anyway, when I get to Leavenworth, they separate me and Sappo. They put me in a cell with Snail, my partner Snail, who I grew up with.
Right.
And we've been in juvenile hall together, Lompoc jail. Now we're in Leavenworth, and he tells me all about this kid Ping Pong, who Steamboat had raped. he tells me the story, and I had wrote a note, right away to Snail. Don't talk about our cases, because I don't trust. Why in the fuck are they put me and my partner together? Because they know we're going to talk.
Right.
I just said don't talk because I know that
My cell might be bugged.
And then what he's in the hole for, and why Tommy went to the control unit. I already know all that.
Was Snail on that case with Tommy? Was Snail on the case with Tommy?
Yeah.
But he didn't get convicted though.
Well, I forgot who
they killed. Actually, he used to be my cell partner. His name was Danny Atwell.
Danny Atwell.
He used to be my cellie too.
Yeah. So anyway, I told him, it's kind of weird how because they took out his cellie in the hole. He's down in the hole, and they brought me in there, and they probably got his bugged. I figured, and so we would write things out and light it on fire and flush it down the toilet.
Right.
So then I got to the control unit, and then that trip happened. And hell, man, that was they fucking stabbed the shit out of people, man.
Dude. So, but okay, stop for a second. Snail never got convicted on that with Tommy. Right? Tommy was the only one who got convicted, or what?
I don't remember, man.
I don't think Snail got convicted on that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't matter because Tommy.
I know he was charged with it.
Yeah, I know they overturned Tommy's conviction anyway. Eventually. Man, let me ask you something. What did they bring? What was Sappo there for? He had a homicide in Lompoc too, right?
Him and Stoney. Did you know Stoney? Donald Galez. And they had a bank robbery, and I think Abby was with them. And anyway, it was Sappo. Sappo was a healthy youngster, man.
Yeah, he was a big kid, right?
They got him point blank, hit him right in the chest, right over the heart with a shotgun, and they were surprised, but they thought he was dead. He was in the hospital, and the nurse was, hey, this guy's alive.
Yeah.
And he had so much muscle that it saved his life.
He was
and then, later on, remember that fucking asshole? He was down there in A unit. He kidnapped this bank president's mother and had her tied to a tree in Colorado or something. Remember that? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You look. Yeah. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Who? I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Him and Gato. Gato was a beautiful dude, man. He was Texas Syndicate. He is the only guy I know from the Texas Syndicate that became Mexican Mafia.
Right.
I met him when I went on the line. Me and Sappo, we went to the control unit the same day. They let us out the same day, and then they put us an F unit in, on the main line. It was there was me. No, first there was Sappo, Puppet, and then me. We lived up on the Sea Range, an F unit. So then, hey man, I fucking love Puppet. Sorry to hear all this shit that went down.
Puppet was all right, man.
Yeah, I like the dude. He's, they talk about. I hear all the time that they killed Kiefer. Remember Kiefer?
Yeah.
And they killed Kiefer because he sold the knife to the Mexican Mafia. He didn't get killed because he sold a knife to the Mexican Mafia. He got killed because he sold Puppet's knife. Period. Because we always.
Yeah, there was no problem there was never a problem between the Emmy and the brand.
No. We always that always. It's because it was that knife was supposed to stay with Puppet, not to get rid of it, and that was Puppet's knife, and he sold it, and Puppet didn't get nothing out of it.
Right.
That's what. Yeah.
He sold it for
And
heroin.
oh yeah, I mean, no matter who, they would take care. Kiefer was out of line, man. He was
Yeah.
totally out of line for doing that. And but you know that his homosexual affairs. I understand you got a little bit carried away.
Yeah. They killed him because he moved the he moved the sissy in the cell with him, and he brought the sissy to chow all the time and let him sit at the table.
They got go sit it, go to the movies together.
Yeah, all
and,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
all them
The
guys.
sissy beating.
Yeah. But here's the thing, man. All them guys fucked with sissies. Every one of them did, But they just.
Oh, they kept it undercover though.
Yeah, they didn't flaunt it like that.
They had a chance to get a play. They got to play.
That's it.
But
Yeah,
to
they weren't really
to have your own sissy.
Yeah, that wasn't. It was because against the rules. So who did Sappo kill? He killed somebody in Lompoc.
He killed that dude Caldwell. I forgot. He killed that dude that left the old lady tied to the tree. He insulted. He talked shit, and got to tell him, be cool. Don't do this out front. And so Gato and Sappo both took him out.
Right.
And Sappo beat it. Gato, he had double life sentence anyway, and Gato, took the beef.
Right.
And
did Sappo ever get out, man? Did Sappo ever get out?
He died of an overdose, man, in LA County Jail.
Okay.
I know that he's the one that tagged with the name Professor Bob.
Professor Bob.
Because Professor Bob, he always joke, because I'd always read, and I was always good at history. It was always my pre-Columbian history. And then in the control unit, remember Al Garza?
Yes, Al Garza. He committed suicide.
Oh, fuck, man.
What the fuck would he do that for? I don't understand that.
Well, remember, see, when I got out of the boxcar cells, everybody would tell me, man, hey, they're doing you now. And I swear to God, man, there was times I couldn't even pick up my spoon and eat. They were dosing my ass, And so Al told me, he said, listen, I get a kosher tray every day. The rabbi comes and brings me the food. He says, when the rabbi comes, I'm going to have the rabbi come and talk to you. So the rabbi, when he came, I told him, he said, just tell him that your mom is a Sephardic Jew from Mexico. But you don't know nothing about being a Jew. So when the rabbi came, I told him, I'm a Sephardic Jew. I don't know, nothing about being a Jew. My mom says she's part Jewish. And he got all excited. Well, if your mom's Jewish,
you're Jewish. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Hey, so I got a kosher tray every day until I got to the main line.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad meal either.
I ate good. I felt guilty, but
it was a good meal. I noticed. I got on it too.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So whatever. So okay.
Well, every time the rabbi came, I'd have to put on
the fucking
little Yamalki,
the yarmulke, whatever you call it. So just
hey, but anyway, when they killed Steamboat and we went to trial, I told the jury, I told them, the incident were Steamboat coming to my cell, and that I wanted to get him, and I told him that I knew what happened to ping pong and all that, and I said, and Steamboat, when he did that, he told me, he says, tomorrow I'm going to I'm going to get the blue-eyed devil, and he showed me two knives, you know, and because I said I didn't see when they stabbed him, but I assumed they took the two knives away from the dude,
Right.
But when I looked at the all white jury, and I said, he told me they was going to kill the blue-eyed devil. You should have seen them, oh, they were pissed off at Steamboat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look,
Oh God,
they got convicted, but it was only for like manslaughter.
manslaughter. They got a manslaughter out of it.
10 years. Did they even allow?
It was like me. It was like me. The conveyance of a dangerous weapon. You cannot be found innocent if they find you guilty of the conveyance. And that's why when I got my murder beef in Lompoc, Buzz testified that he carried the knife, and he didn't give me the knife until I was backed up against the wall, because I mean there was 30 dudes around me, right? All the Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Mexico, and I have all the California Mexicans and the white boys. I mean, we had. We, I was always kind of the catalyst for Califas. We said Califas for the California clique, and so we stayed together. That was all backing me. So, but I thought I could talk this kid out of it, because what happened, we had already agreed that the kid that he piped, I sent you the picture of that kid. The kid that he piped, that the kid Michael Flor, the guy that I killed, that he would get down with his crime partner, and then that way there wouldn't be a war between California and New Mexico. They would lose. There's no way that they're going to win if they did that. So I squatted down to talk to the dude, and he got up like he was leaving, and he turned around and kicked me in the head, and he fucked up, because when he kicked me in the head, he kind of lost balance, and then he pulled a knife out of his jacket and swung the knife at me, got me right in the top of the head. But I grabbed his arm right at that same time. Buzz, pushed him, and my partner Tony, an Italian dude, he grabbed him at the back, and right at that, because I'm holding him, I kind of get lifted up. It's because Tony's pulling him. I don't see none of that. I just got him sides, and I drilled a bunch of times to the heart. He dropped. So when I was going to court, not when I was going to court, when the investigator, the FBI come and talk to us, and my dad, I had a bunch of money stashed away, and my dad took care of me, and he hired this really good lawyer. He had a penthouse in Hollywood. Anyway, Century City in LA, and he hired an investigator to investigate my case. The investigator told me, I know these two FBI agents that are handling your case. They're dirty motherfuckers, and they will bring as many liars as they can against you. And he told me, he says, if you get convicted of the conveyance, you won't be found not guilty. They can't, because the guy died under the commission of a felony. So then, so me and Buzz, he tells Buzz that that no, he won't get found not guilty because of this. So Buzz came to me at a visit, because my lady and her sister is visiting Buzz. So we got out, because they locked Buzz up too, and so Buzz tells me, says, "Hey man, I'm going to plead guilty to the conveyance of the weapon. Just say that that I carried it down the hallway and that I gave it to you because you have a right to get a weapon. Once your life is in danger, and so you didn't go nowhere. You stayed right there and defended yourself. And no, it's, because the prosecutor he says, hey, he's got his friend saying this. You can believe that, believe whatever you want. But he took that, once he had that knife, he took that knife and he took from this place to that place into the most deadly place and, into the heart. So from place to place, the way the DA was so graphic. And
Yeah.
so they found me place to place. But the judge said for sentence, he said, I don't know who's more guilty, the government or you. He said, because you should have checked in the hole. And I told him I couldn't do that, Your Honor. No way I could do that. So, it's just it's against the whole code and everything. And because when the piping happened the night before, and they let us out of our units, and they had it locked down, till the morning, and there was not a guard in the hallway at all on a Saturday visiting day. Not one guard. They were nowhere, and they see all these dudes dressed in their jackets, and it's like 90 degrees outside.
Right.
Dressed to kill.
Yeah, dressed to kill. Gotta be packing.
So they knew what was going to come down. They knew what was going to happen, and they let it happen. So, I did what I had to do. But what we fucked up is the guy, when he dropped, his knife was down there on the floor. My partner, he thought it was my knife, and he was the trustee in the hallway, sweeping the hallway. He swept the knife and went and got rid of it. Oh. I took my knife. We got rid of my knife. Where no one would find it. And so if we would have left his knife down on the ground, and I could have just said self-defense to prove that he had a knife.
It would have had his fingerprints on it.
Yeah. And the main guy who ratted on me, a guy named Curly, he's the one who gave him the knife and told him. And then there was these 4 guys that were going to testify for me. They were with Michael. That they said we were going to go in to kill Bobby. That was our goal. And Michael gave him the knife and everything. So before the trial, the government deported them, so they couldn't testify. And that was one of my grounds for appeal. That's and they knew. Then there was a guy named Michael Silvers. They call him Mountain. And Mountain was in Terre Haute when it came down. When this murder came down. And he's the star witness against me. One of the star witnesses. That he saw everything what happened and everything. And so my investigator said, hey, this guy, he wasn't even there. He said, what do you know about him? And I says, he's in the I unit with us, and so when I get to LA County Jail, because they send me to McNeil Island, and Willie, me and Buzz get transferred there. A couple guys, my crew that was with me in Longpole, and then Willie's there already. Willie had got busted because he escaped from Longpole. And
Willie escaped from Lompoc?
Huh?
Willie Bobo escaped from Lompoc?
Yeah, he had a furlough, and he never came back. And then I had a furlough. I was a couple months away from going home, when this happened. But so Willie, he didn't come back, and I got my furlough to get married, with a homegirl, And so when I'm in the chapel getting married, Willie, he can't be out front, and we don't take no pictures together. But see, his girlfriend's my cousin at that time. I hooked him up. So he's with her, and so when I go back, I got the stash and all that, and but I think I'm going to go home. So that's why I'm talking to that kid, man. Hey, I don't want to get down. I'm going to go home. You take care of this with the homeboy. I mean, with Sleepy's crime partner, and we don't get no war going.